All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to class today. We have some new material to go over, which is awesome. I love it when the company comes out with some good stuff. This is definitely some really good items to start using and implement in your business. This is the home anniversary information. So today we are going to break down, show you guys all the new material, show you how to use it, show you why to use it. But first things first, we have to start out with NAR's national survey that they do, the home buyers survey. Every single year they send it out, and time after time after time after time, the results have always been on an average of how many past clients say they would use us again to either buy or sell real estate. After they buy a home, they move in, they do this survey. Guess what percentage say they would use you again?
80%.
It's 88%. 88% of people say they would use you again on average. This is year after year after year after year. Why is it that high? Why do you think it's that high?
Did a good job.
Yeah, hopefully you did a good job. I mean, they definitely aren't going to say that if you did a terrible job. They remembered you then, yeah. That's a big part of it. Well, now we can talk about the sad truth. And the sad truth is, what percent of clients actually do use you again?
That's what I would say.
12%.
It's 12%.
Yeah.
So sad. 12%, that's it. And why is that?
They can't remember.
Can't remember your name. Yeah, they forget you. Do you guys realize how long it takes before a client forgets your name? What's the average? You guys know this? Sad.
12 days.
12 days. That's what we should say, Yvonne. That's how I should say it. But according to the psychologists, they say it's the average of 6 months. They cannot remember your name after 6 months. So what does that tell you right away?
Following up with their clients.
Yeah, brokers are not following up. They're definitely not keeping in contact.
My stuff is probably clustered all over. Send so much stuff. I mean,
I know. And we are in the digital age, are we not? I think that technology kind of messed up real estate a little bit, because a lot of brokers, they depend on the technology to continue that relationship, and just there is no relationships with technology like that. Now, some technology, yeah, you can use that to be engaging and do it to help connect, and it's definitely you need a CRM. I mean, that having a CRM will help increase your transactions by 20 to 25%. So just from having a CRM, right? What is a CRM? Customer relationship management software, right? What is the most basic CRM that you guys all have right now?
email stuff, Outlook.
Yeah, Microsoft Outlook. Microsoft Outlook is a CRM. You can use Outlook for your CRM. They have a spot in there for calendars, for reminders, and for the contacts. And inside the contacts, you can fill it in with, a lot of details. It has their birthdays, anniversaries you can put in there. You can put notes. You all have Outlook, and that works. Now, something like Top Producer, that's another CRM. It's definitely way more advanced. It's more real estate specific, but that's going to cost you every single month or a year. Has anyone done Constant Contact? Or excuse me.
I did Follow Up Boss.
You do Follow Up Boss. What does Follow Up Boss cost you?
It's like
You don't mind.
$70 a month.
70 a month? So it's 70 a month. And that's for one user.
Yeah, that's for one, yeah.
Anybody who's got a team or a partner, a husband, a spouse, that's double, right? No discount? No discount. So any one of those other systems are fantastic, right? And you guys are going to hear me say this a million times in here, is that I don't care which CRM system you use. It really does not matter. All of them are, I mean, none of them really have everything and is exactly the way you want it. I mean, that's just the way it is. And there's so many different things that each CRM system can have and utilize. And there are definitely some that are better than others. There are some that are real estate specific and ones that are just kind of general for everything. But that doesn't matter. The whole point is to actually use the system. The most important things you have to have in the system is first name, last name, email address, cell number, home address, birth date, anniversary, home purchase anniversary, which what we're really going to dive into today, and notes. What kind of things would you put in notes?
Kids' names, kids' birthdays.
Dog's name. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Last conversation.
Yeah. Conversations. What would we talk about last?
Yeah, things they're interested in.
Yeah.
Mountain biking.
Yeah. Really, there's no wrong answer for the notes. I mean, the whole point is as much intel and data that you can fit in there. Now, I know sometimes people they're like, well, I don't want to be phony. I don't want to just put them in this thing and bug them for sales. I mean, unfortunately, you kind of, it's a balancing act. It is, right? I mean, you do have good relationships with these people, most of them, right? If they're in your database and it's someone you want to work with and someone you want to have a relationship with and do more sales with, you got to have more intel about them. You want to know as much information as you can because they love that, right? I mean,
I think you have to make it personal.
yeah.
Like if you're following up with them, you have a business call, but you gotta make it personal. Right? Like, hey, just wanted to check up on you, how's the family, how you been?
Right.
Things like that, follow up and let them know that you're still there, but hey, by the way, do you know anybody interested in a house? Or anything?
Yeah, the new phrase is, hey, if I could be of any help to you or your family or coworkers, please let me know, for any real estate services at all. You're supposed to add that in at the very, 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 very end.
Yep.
Right? And
Yeah, if you have clients up, I mean, on 4th of July, we went over to a client's house that
Yeah.
are now friends.
yeah,
And just in introducing me, she's like, and she's the one that got us this awesome house, that's
Yeah.
nice,
yeah, it's all those types of engagement activities that helps get business naturally. So don't think of a CRM as a negative thing, like, oh my gosh, I have to do this thing and it's going to track how many times I contact my people in a year. Yeah, it's going to, and that's a good thing because you guys know the statistics. 88 and 12. 88% say they would use you again, but only 12% on average do. And it's still that way today, which is shocking. I swear to you, if I was going to put a bet in Vegas, I would have put everything on saying, oh no, this number is definitely going to increase because CRM is prevalent in our industry now. And that's the number one thing that brokers want from their firms that they work with. They always want to know what's the technology, what's the CRM system. And guess what the percentage is of brokers who actually use technology across the board of all companies? What percent you think use the technology?
20%.
Less than 20.
Yeah, it is actually a little under. It is a little under. We're kind of lucky. Ours is a little above. I think we're at 28%.
Still low.
But it's low. It's really low. And most people say that's what they want from their company. Why don't we use it? Why do you think we don't use it?
I think it's the learning curve. Technology is great,
Mhm.
but there is this learning curve and sometimes you're just It's like, I don't have time, I gotta keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta make the time for it, but there is learning curve to
Totally.
utilize it.
Yeah, Yvonne, you're right. I mean, there absolutely is.
Like in follow-up buses, still don't feel like I know what I'm doing.
I know, I
You
don't
know,
know.
it's like, okay, it has so
Robust.
packed full of capabilities, you know?
Yeah.
And so,
Well, there's a lot of resources in those too that people just don't utilize because it takes time to set up.
uh-huh,
And then you kind of get overwhelmed and then just wait for it to do it itself, but it can't like run itself.
It
That's
can't run
how you run.
half the time. when they're-
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people feel the exact same way, and I think that's just part of, you know, why it just doesn't get utilized as much. Yeah, no problem, bud.
Thank you.
So it's, you know, it's
Yeah.
just the way, it's just, I don't know, it's just the way it works out. I mean, I think people have good intentions, and they wanna do it, they wanna use it, and they say, yeah, I'm gonna do it this week, and then the next thing you get 2 calls. You got 2 sellers like, hey, I got an estate sale, can we put this on the market on Friday? And it's Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think that we just kind of like deal with those orders so fast. It's hard to kind of take the time out, dive in deep, learn the stuff to know it in a really, you know, good way. So definitely that's one of the challenges.
So do they have anything yet where AI can handle it?
Well, I mean, AI is definitely, you know, more and more prevalent in a lot of the technologies and the stuff we're using and stuff like that. But guess what? It can't replace the relationship.
Mhm.
It's never going to. I'm sorry, I don't see a customer walking up to a vending machine, putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into the vending machine and hitting E7 and waiting for the dial to spin to choose their house to get in, and there's no conversation.
Yeah.
Or if it is, it's a robot, and it's like, please wait, you know, for the next. No, they're not gonna, nobody wants that. Our industry, we are very lucky that our industry hasn't been replaced like that. But don't fall asleep at the wheel and think that you guys can just skate and keep going the way you're going without utilizing CRM, without using a database to better engage with your build your relationship better, and also just to have a stronger connection to all of your clients because they want it too. Guaranteed you will get more and more referrals and repeat business if you actually follow that. I mean, there's a few people in here, that's all they do. I mean, that they don't do no advertisements, they don't pay for Zillow leads, they don't pay for any CRM, they don't pay for any other technology, they may do mailings and stuff like that to engage farms and, you know, try to expand their sphere, but for the most part, they keep it really, really basic and they hyper focus in on the relationships. I talked to someone just when I got back from California, they said, yeah, I just literally reached out to call my client. I noticed on Facebook, it was their birthday. I noticed it was their birthday and I was like, you know what? I don't usually call. I usually just do the post on Facebook, right? I just, you know, kind of like what everyone else does. They put it on Facebook only. I'm actually just gonna call them. I'm gonna call them. And I haven't talked to this person in a while. They reached out and they're like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you for months. How have you been? Great. How's the house? How's the kids? But you know, on and talk. They're like, wow, that's so crazy you called. Like, I was just thinking about you just a couple weeks ago. Coworker at work needs to buy and sell, have a divorce situation. I haven't seen much of you on Facebook. Didn't know if you're still working, and you know, and a broker was like, oh my gosh, how does my client not know I'm like working my butt off? Like, you think that you're more active than, you know, than you're portraying. I mean, that's the thing, that's the truth. Your clients don't get to see what you do on a day-to-day basis. I was having also a conversation with Aaron Hafner. And he was like, man, I was overhearing, you know, one of the brokers in here talking and negotiating on a deal. And he was going back and forth and just talking to 2 different, you know, other brokers. And that's the stuff, like clients, they don't get to hear that. They don't like understand the nitty gritty of like how hard it is to get things together, and especially this day and age with high interest rates and, not as many houses for sure, and not as many buyers. So he goes, it's a lot harder. So don't ever forget that. Try to have more intentions to engage directly. Face to face, voice to voice. The more you can do that, guaranteed you will see more outcome for your business. And it always happens too when the people are like talking to someone else, like, oh, I haven't done open houses forever. I don't know. Are there any buyers even out there? Person said. And the person had 18 groups through on the first day and like 11 on the next day. And they picked up like 3 clients. So it's like kind of that, like, wow, I was really shocked to see how busy it is out there. But the engagement part of it, the face-to-face and getting in the trenches, right? That's where stuff happens. All right, Zoom people, you're pretty quiet today. Anybody have comments? Don't make me call on you. You guys still there?
Still here.
Yes, Darcy is here. All right, I'm going to show off a few of the new pieces that have just come out. And this is for the summer home anniversary. These are really good features that they're putting together and pieces. So I think the first thing I'm going to start off with is first to show you in bear printing, there are some new postcards you can get. And they are blank, I believe, besides the fronts. And they are specifically for the home sale anniversary. So when you sell a home to a buyer, you can, mail this out to them. Let's see. Here it is, home anniversary cards. It's $15 for a pack of 25. So not too bad. Or you could download for $5 PDFs.
So you can email them?
So you can, well, we do have the capability in the campaigns to do your own, which I'm going to show you guys how to do those.
Okay.
No, I can't see it doesn't have the preview for it? That's weird. One of the only items that doesn't have the preview.
This is all in bear printing.
This is bear printing. Yeah. Let's see if that one, there it is. Okay, so they hyperlink the PDF front. So this is what it looks like. Home anniversary. Right? So it's blank on the inside, but you can write, whatever you want, your message. There's cool, and a lot of times people are like, I don't know what to say. We got scripts for the phone call. We have scripts for text messaging, voice and video message. They have client you have not contacted recently script. Anyone who's like had, maybe someone they haven't talked to in years. Then they have a card message and a milestone message. So, I don't know, what's a milestone? 5-year, 10-year, 20? Probably.
Yeah,
Something like
sounds
that.
good.
Right? So I got all of these. And I will share these. We'll print out more copies for everybody here. And then for the chat, I'm gonna actually upload the PDFs, let you guys take a peek here too. Right. So we're working right now with corporate to get everyone's buyer sales in an Excel file for the months, the dates, all that stuff from corporate. They're starting to work on those right now. So we're going to try to get them. if anyone wants to just like go ahead and just get going, because I don't know how long that's gonna take. So if someone's ready to get started, we do have an Excel file. That you can utilize. Actually, this is not shared right now, but it's got the months, the close date, the price, last name, address, emails. Yeah, so it's got an Excel file for all of that.
Yeah, send that to us too.
On to you too. And actually, I'll upload that in the chat real quick. So if anyone wants that one. Oh,
And I should send.
yeah, because it's open.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah,
Something that might be easier on that one too is like doing the tab this month.
yeah, I like that better.
That might be.
Yeah, I would change those to
Just
tab.
Like how's the sheet one, you can like. make-
Although, oh no, this is not, I was wondering if maybe they did that to actually make it loadable to my desk, but it's not in the right format anyway, so.
That's how I have mine.
The-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll send both of those. All right, so I had the samples of those. I have no idea where the heck the cards went. I had like 8 of them. I brought them home so you guys could see them, but they look great. Did I give those to you? No. Did you take them? All right. So next, let's take a peek at the scripts real quick. So I'm gonna do a stop share. And we will share, take a look at what these say. All right, so here's the phone script. So obviously, like I just said previously, that if you want to have better business, get face to face, voice to voice. I mean, those are the top 2 ways of engagement you can do, hands down. Like, there's nothing better. If you try to replace it with text, right? It's subpar. It's the 20%. Let's just say that's the 20%. That's what most people would do. Or it's the Facebook post only. And so here's the script. Client you have contacted recently. So they're given ones for ones you've talked to recently. Hello, Jim. This is Eric with John L. Scott. How's your summer going? I would completely drop that. I don't know why they added that. I don't know. You agree, Yvonne? Yeah.
To identify the company is to say they don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that's a mistake, because like I would never say that. Anyways, well, I was calling to see if you could guess what we're doing. What we could guess what we were doing. Oh yeah, like 7 years ago. It's been 7 years since you purchased your home. I can't believe how time flies by. How's your home treating you? Or dialogue, wonderful to hear. If you ever need a vendor recommendation or have any questions about the real estate market, please don't hesitate to reach out. This is a new, definitely something that we're starting to see a lot in scripts. Do you guys know why?
So they know that you can provide other things versus just buy and sell. You can recommend or refer
Yeah.
your vendor team partners.
Yep. 67 or 68% of clients from the surveys said some things that they wanted from their brokers was recommendations for vendors. So well over half of them. So think about that. If half of your people are thinking like, wow, I really wish I could find someone who could do pressure washing. Oh man, I wish found someone who could do roof cleaning. I can't get on the roof, So that's what clients wanted. Also, sellers who were interviewing brokers, the percentage was higher. I think it was like 72% or 74%, something like that. Right. And I know for a fact it was actually higher than the past clients from the surveys. Well, what does that tell you? Of sellers, we're interviewing brokers.
You're getting the house ready.
So sellers are interviewing brokers, right, to list their property. If 72% of them wanted help, what do you think you should be mentioning with getting the house ready?
Like market ready,
Market ready plus.
plus, yes, absolutely, 100%.
So you need to be mentioning that every single listing appointment, period. That's just a part of your listing appointment. If 72% of the people are actually wanting that and no other brokers they interview even mention it, don't you think that's a huge advantage?
Oh,
Even if you think that maybe they don't need it, don't miss out. That we had someone actually say, oh my gosh, I almost lost out on a listing. Like, why? Oh, because I almost forgot to mention about Market Ready Plus, and here I thought that they didn't quite need it. You know, it was like literally all they really needed to do is put down like beauty bark in their front yard. But then they had thoughts about maybe replacing the deck. And here I had no idea about that, but I mentioned it. And they literally told me I got the listing because of mentioning the Market Ready Plus. So I want to make sure you guys are saying that every single time you are interviewing. We're talking, even if it's a come list me call, like you need to mention it every listing appointment that they've got an option. All right. Let's look at the clients. Look at the clients you have not contacted recently. Now, would you say with John Scott, even if, I don't know if I would even say that, even talking to someone I haven't talked to in years, would you?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't. So you guys can edit these any way you want. It's been a while since we last spoke, but I wanted to call because today's your home anniversary. 5 years ago, you closed on your home. I can't believe the time has passed by so quickly. How are you and your family doing? Any fun summer plans? Wonderful to hear. How's your house treating you? Well, if you ever need a vendor recommendation or you have any questions about the real estate market, please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you have a great rest of your summer. Talk soon. I mean, some of that I think is great. Piece it together on, what you would say, and then I would just use that as your dialogue as just a foundation. It's really just all about calling and talking. It's about them. Then they have text message ones. We're not going to read all of these, but just so you guys can see, there's quite a bit of different ones.
I would be curious.
You want to see the text one? I want to wish you a happy 5th year home anniversary. Can't believe the years have passed by so quickly. How are you and your family doing? Pretty good. That's good.
I would probably do that one more so in Messenger, if they're on Facebook.
Mhm.
So I know I've sent something out, probably because they didn't know my number.
Yeah.
You get even if I say hi, this is Yvonne, they're like, who is this?
Oh yeah.
So,
I've had that even from someone I hadn't talked to in like a year and a half.
mhm,
They're like, who?
yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness. And then you go, every 6 months.
Yeah.
So voice and video messages. So there's even a video script. Yeah, I love this one. As always, if you ever need a vendor recommendation or have any questions about the real estate market, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I hope you have a great summer. Talk to you soon.
That would be a good evergreen kind of video
Oh yeah.
where you don't have to say their name.
Yeah.
Just scroll down just a
Oh
little bit.
yeah.
Just scroll down just a little bit so I can see it.
Oh, this last one?
The other one.
Oh, that one.
The voice. Yeah, so just saying, hey, it's Yvonne, guess what?
Yeah, you can schedule all of those.
Yeah. And instead of saying the year, you can say, hey, it's Yvonne, guess what? It's your home anniversary. You purchased your home. I can't believe how quickly time has fly, but want to wish you, so you can have an evergreen, that way you can set it up. If you have bomb,
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah,
on
you
their
can schedule
anniversary.
them. And then there's a couple extra in here.
I love bomb. I use it all the time.
Then here's the card message. Happy, what, fifth, third, first home anniversary. Hope your home has brought you continued joy and countless cherished memories. Wishing you, if applicable, and your family all the best. Please feel to reach out if there's anything I can do to assist you in the future. Warm regards. Yeah, that's good. And then there's a milestone one too. Happy anniversary. Can't believe it's been 10 years since you purchased your home. I hope your home continues to bring you joy and cherished memories. If there's anything I can assist you with in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out. Congratulations again on this special milestone. Cheers. So, good stuff. All right, I will print those, get those out. Let's go back to our My Desk. And I will show you guys the new marketing pieces. So, in your My Desk, if you go over to your John L. Scott Library, and then you go to your marketing tab. It helps if I click it. And if you scroll down to home anniversary, now you'll have access to a bunch of different posts for Facebook, Instagram. They have motion video ones. There are instructions and resources at the very bottom, which looks like nothing's in there.
We're just testing.
Oh, hey, look, yesterday it didn't work at all. They were still loading them. All right, so let's take a look at the Facebook motion one. So this is kind of cool. These are MP4s. Kind of cool. And I like let's do Instagram. Let's look at this one, number 4. So there's 4 different. So it's super quick. But you can tag your clients and stuff like that in it, which is nice. I don't know, what's the difference in this one? They're very, very short. What you could do, if you're very good at using video, you could do your recorded message, then video edit, add that at the beginning, then have your video to them in the middle, or, right after that. So just some ideas, be able to use that. Here's some static ones. Here's Facebook. I think this is just a PNG. So it should just be that home anniversary image. I don't know what this one is. It's different. So I guess, yeah, a little bit different looking cards. That's about it. Different looking. So if you wanted to use the video, what you would do is right click for video, or actually, excuse me, you have to open the video first, click on it, skip ahead. So you have to right click on the video when it's actually like in the screen of it playing, right click, save video as. Now you download the MP4 video, and now you have that to upload. Don't forget, like Instagram, Facebook, they don't like the clients to leave Facebook or Instagram, right? They want to keep client there so they can keep watching more videos and seeing ads. So be sure to download it, upload the video. That way the video is there on Facebook. Yeah. So that's how you do that. Again, on the video itself, right click a mouse, save video as, or Control S or Command S on a Mac. So now you can save those. These, you just click on it, open it, and same thing. Right click, save image as. Or I think you can right click. No, I think save link. Yeah, I guess you do have to do them that way. So save image as. There's all of those now for graphics. Okay, next, you really need to, first of all, have the home anniversary reminder to know when are you supposed to send these out, right? The whole point of like this class is showing you not only the new material, but how do you actually utilize it? How do you have the reminders? So in the MyDesk CRM system, I'll show you how you set up a client. Gonna wait for it to load. I'm gonna add a contact. And let's see, I'll put James Bond. Put email.com. Okay, phone number, cell. And it is. Put in their home address. Zip code. No, thanks, Google. Next is a category. And this will be a. These are all the ones I've added. You can add all the ones you want in here. So you have unlimited ones. Could be client, VIP. Maybe this is a VIP. And client. Right, and now I will save. Once we save, you'll be inside the contact. Now from here, I can create a property tracker account for them, keep an eye on their neighborhood. I can add their social media accounts. I can add additional email addresses, additional phone numbers. Right now, there's no activity at all, but we're going to do an upcoming event. We're going to do 5 days and going to add the event, bought a house. So choose from the dropdown. You can add any of the activities you want. You could type in, you know, wedding anniversary. You could put in, what's another ones? Had a baby. I don't know, whatever you want to do for the reminder for, you know, for the client, this is where you add them in the system. This is going to get more refined in the new system when they make that available. My hunch is probably by next year. They're testing it right now. They're going to do a very small beta test with one small office because they have to switch everyone into the new system. I was trying to get us to be the office to test out the new technology, but we're too large of an office or a mega office, they say. Okay, so let's choose the date. You can type it in if you know it. So we'll do 7, 15, 20, 22. Okay, picking the date. So is the year known? Yes. Do we want it to repeat annually? Yes. So turn that on. You'll get the reminder. And now there's a new activity here and it says, oh, bought a house a year ago. It's coming up. You will get the reminder in your notifications. The brand new system is going to have SMS technologies and email technologies to alert you. Hey, here's your home anniversaries of, for the week or for the month or whatever you want. You could set up those reminders. So then you'll be able to like, okay, I got to get my note cards out to be able to send. I need to schedule, your phone calls are ready to go to make your calls for the anniversaries. Please make sure you take your time and actually research each client's home sale anniversary to be correct. Don't trust Northwest MLS and Matrix. Why? Why would you not trust what Matrix says?
They get reported naturally.
That's right. Who inputs the sold dates?
That's the listing agent.
Yeah, the listing agents. How many times are they late doing that?
Every time.
A lot. You do not want to have egg on your face calling your client, say, hey, happy first year anniversary. Can you believe today's your, 1 year anniversary when you bought your home? And they go, no, Eric, sorry, that was last week. And you're like, what? Oh, that's weird. I had this wrong. You don't want to you're the expert. You should know that. So use the county records, right? Chase is going to be putting on a class with Access Home Tools on how you can upload your list and get all of them downloaded. So it'll be kind of cool to be able to get that done all at once. So I would definitely just make sure you get it accurate, okay? So once you have that in there, now you can do campaigns, right? You can add them up to the campaign. What county are they in? If they're in the southeast or southeast. Let's see, Southeast King County, right? And then, the other one I didn't sign them up for is the seasonal campaign. Every single person in your database should have the seasonal. So make sure the seasonal one is active. Because then every holiday and stuff like that, and summer and winter, stuff like that, they get an email from you just wishing you, happy 4th of July or, whatever. Again, don't try to let that replace the relationship to the phone calls and the face-to-face meetups. Because that is your business, period. That's what's going to generate more business. You have to be doing that.
And just like one little thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people see graphics and emails throughout the day or weeks. So your name will get like filtered into like everything they're already intaking.
Oh, yeah.
So a phone call is just a lot more impactful than just your name on social media.
Totally. I only get like a few phone calls, I got tons of messages from LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and a whole bunch of other stuff, but the ones I always remember is the phone calls. One person even calls and sings me happy birthday every year. You guys all know them. Every year without fail. But it's kind of cool, it's just something different and unique, and you remember those things. You got to remember your clients are getting hounded from everything, everywhere, all the time. Who was it? Someone in here was saying that they went on a website and they like checked something out, then they shut it down, and then that company called them. It's like, hey, we noticed you were looking, and they were like, what? How did you get my phone number? There's technology that's beginning to do this even more and more. So that's not the correct thing that you want to do with your relationship database. Okay, next is notes. Neighborhoods, I would do property trackers and hyperlocal. It's way more powerful. Notes, you can add notes, whatever called James and happy 5th home anniversary. And you don't have to date it because it dates it for you in here. So it's kind of cool to put those in there and just have notes. It's nice to be able to keep track. So next time you come in and, you have a conversation, you can just look at what Cause you're gonna forget, you talk to so many people, you know, you kind of need those little reminders just to keep you on track to make sure, you know, you cover, especially if you say, hey, I'll call you in 6 months or what. You better schedule that. You're not gonna remember it. And I promise you, if you have a bunch of sticky notes, pieces of cardboard, backs of paper, because you're on the phone and like trying to do notes and you put it down and then you lose it. And then you don't make the phone call and then you see like, oh, your friend just bought a house with someone else. Oh, Mossy's like, yeah, he's shaking his head back there. That's happened to you?
Probably 20 times so far, and I'm still not on track, so.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get your, you know, to take the time, pause your business to get organized and organize your database in a way that you can actually do business like this and be proactive instead of reactive. If you're trying to like work off of a reactive type of business model, things are gonna fall through the net. You are gonna miss out on a lot of business. Promise you. Okay, next. Let's say you wanted to send, have James set up for a home anniversary to get the email from you, you know, automatically. You got to go to email templates. Okay. Actually, before I go in here, let me see if they've done anything for an actual campaign and see if it's in the availables yet to see if they figured out. Because there is a way to set one to go every year. No, wait. Oh, I was in all my actives. There we go. Don't see it. No. There are literally thousands of campaigns that you can choose from. No, I don't see it in there. Okay, so you will have to do it this way. You have to go email template. Okay, scroll down to the available email templates. I told you there's at least 1,000. So right now it's at all, right? There's a bunch. Hit the drop down and choose home sale, or excuse me, home anniversary. Wait a second, and it's gonna change. It puts them all in, you know, it's going in order with letters here. So you got 8th, 5th, 1st, 4th, and here's a generic one. Right, 6th, 10th, home sweet home anniversary. It's your home anniversary. So you could kind of pick and choose, you know, what you want to do. We're going to choose happy 1st. All right, you click on this one. McKenna, did you receive the one I sent you? You got it?
It's nice. I don't even have a house, but it's nice.
So I scheduled it yesterday. And what time did you get it?
I got it this morning.
What time? Because I know what time I sent it. 9:15, I think it is. Did it go at 9:15? See.
9:60 a.m. But yes, right on.
Okay, so this is happy 1st home anniversary. You're going to send to contact. Hit the green button. This is the subject of the email. Hit next. It's got the graphic already in there. Wishing you years of joy in your new home. If you wanted to add to the message, you can. Right? So you can click in here and type in maybe part of the like the script we had. Right? I think that we can take part of this. Oh no, that was the letter. Not sure that anyway. You can, so you can edit this, all right? Hit next. Now it's choose the schedule send date. We need this to go on the, I think I said the 15th. Choose the schedule time. I think it'll go, it's weird how the time this like, it does it in weird increments. I don't know why. Mainly because they don't want everything being sent out at one from SendGrid. SendGrid is the company technology, John L. Scott third party that they utilize to help send items out. Because we send thousands and thousands. I think we're over like 700,000 total campaign messages or 800,000 a month. There's a lot. So you choose the time, you know your client's schedule, maybe you try to get it to show up in a time when they'll, they'll see it. So hit next. Now find the contact. I did James. So search. There's James Bond. Select James, hit next, and save. Done. It's scheduled. It's going to send out at that time on that date. So at least they'll get that. Then the next thing you want to do, the card goes out at 8. So what do you think is a good time to schedule the phone call? What would you do? What time would you call them? At noon? Yeah. You probably want them to kind of see it and go, whoa, that's. So now you got to do a reminder to make a phone call. I would probably use that. I mean, right now, the MyDesk CRM system is not the best system for scheduling your calls. I'm not a fan of it. I wouldn't do it. I would use Outlook. Until the new system comes, I'll just continue to use Outlook to schedule the call for the client. Set the reminder for that date, put your time with your alarm, and then it'll be in your calendar for your calls.
Another cool thing on there might be like, if you take pictures of your clients to like add the photo on your email, so they can just like see where they were like a year ago or 5
Yeah.
years ago. Kind of keeps your face.
Yeah.
I mean, your face is right there too, but it's just a little more personal.
Yeah, so let's view it in the browsers. You guys can see what it looks like. This is what the email will look like when they click and open it. Boom. It's got your branding, your information. They can get to your website, they can download your app, they can get to your social media, they can email you, they can call you, they can get you, directly to you, all with your branding. Pretty cool. What do you guys think? It's cool stuff, huh? It's definitely it's one of the things that strengthens the relationship to help close the gap of the 88% and 12%, right? The home sale anniversary is like the easiest call, to kind of set up and schedule and make. I know a few people that have really good success in how they schedule their timeline for their contacts, for their past clients, is they schedule a 30-day out from closing. Right from the very beginning when they close on the house, they schedule the call and follow up and say, hey, how's it going? Alberto, how you doing? Hey man, it's been 30 days. It's been a full month. You've been in your house. How are things going? If you've had any issues, I mean, that's a really good system. I think I would definitely use that strategy. I would do the 30-day call. And then when's the next time you think you should call?
6 months.
6 months. Why are we going to call 6 months? You don't want them to forget your name. We know, right? They say that they'll forget your name in 6 months. So now you've got a reason to call. You have something to say, something to follow up, and don't forget to remind them that, hey, if you need any vendors, let me know. I've got a connection, for roofers and people do pressure washing, gutter cleaning, landscaping, remodeling, whatever you need help with, just let me know. And of course, if you have any family, friends, or coworkers that need help with real estate, please, share my information. I work by referral only. Some along the lines of that type of a script, and that will absolutely generate more business in a natural way. Your clients aren't going to be like, oh, they just called because they want more business.
Right.
If you do it that way, they're not going to feel like that. All right, any questions? We are right on time, right at 11. questions, anybody? Zoom, you guys are really quiet today. You must be taking lots of notes. All right, well, that is class for today. Pretty simple. If you guys need help, we're going to be issuing, like I said, as soon as corporate gets us our lists, we'll be trying to work on to get people's lists. If you wanted, you could, jump into Northwest MLS, jump in Matrix, go to do a search, choose residential, condo, manufactured home, then check the sold box only, and then clear the range. Clear the range, have just sold check with no range, and then put in your lag number for properties you have sold. And then in the single line list, you will click and organize them from like maybe the newest. I would say most people are going to go newest to the oldest, right? To start with the most recent homes you've sold, and then print that out in a thumbnail list, and then go through the list one by one. And like I said, you need to cross-reference into Realist and check the county records for recording. Make sure you have the right home sale anniversary. And then from there, you've got a list. Now you can start doing this. I mean, that's what I would do. I would not wait. Don't wait, because I guarantee for those of you who've had, been in the business long enough, you have sales probably this month for anniversaries that you probably don't even realize. And for those of you who have not talked with your database in a long time, I bet you're gonna have people that may have already sold and you had no idea. That happens. Yeah. All right. That is class for today. Thank you guys for making it. Do not miss our forms class next week. If I could implement it, make it mandatory, I would do it, because you guys know when forms changes happen, it's going to be a little bit chaotic, and there's quite a bit of changes. I mean, most of them are not, earth shattering, but there's just a lot of small changes, and we're going to go through all of the red lines, and I hope we can get it done in 2 hours. So don't miss. All right. Take care, you guys. Have a good one. Thank you for making it. We will see you on the next one.